Hello friends. So the next topic is about the database. So what is database? So how we are going to create the database? So that everything, so I will explain you. So first of all, database. So what is meant by database? So database means collection of information. Collection of information is called a database. So take some example. Now I am working in one company. So my company is storing all the employee details. So where it is storing all the employee details? So inside the database. Okay. So now where government is there. So government is storing some Aadhaar card details and everything. So where the government is storing our data? So inside the database. So database means collection of information. So collection of information. Okay. So next one, how we are going to interact with the database. So how we are going to interact with the database means, so we are having separate languages for the database. So what are the certain languages we are using for the database means, so SQL. So SQL is the language we are using. So SQL means, so structured query language. Structured query language. So programming languages, how we are using Java, same like that. For database also we are having certain languages. So that is nothing but SQL. So SQL stands for structured query language. Okay. So mainly in the SQL, so we are going to depend upon the statements. So mainly SQL is going to depend upon the statements. So what are all the statements we are using means, so DDL statements and DML statements. So we are using DDL statements and DML statements. So first of all we will see structured query language. So what is a structured query language? So just we are writing in the format of queries. So queries means what? So we can write within a single line and we can execute the output. Okay. So inside the SQL only, so we can create the databases and so we can work with the databases. Okay. So already in the previous video I shown you how to download the SQL. So in that SQL only, so now we are going to work with the DDL and DML statements. Okay. So inside the DDL statements, so what are all the queries will be available means, so first one is create query. Okay, so before that, so what is meant by DDL? So DDL means, so data definition language. So DDL means data definition language. So next DML. So DML means, so data manipulation language. So DDL means data definition language. So DML means data manipulation language. So in that, what are all the queries we are using? So first one, create query. So second one, alter query. Okay. So next one, truncate. So next one, drop. So these are all the 4 queries we are using in the DDL. So next one is DML. So DML stands for data manipulation language. So inside the DML, what are all the queries we are using means, so select, insert, update, delete. So select, insert, update, delete. So these are all the queries we are using in the DML. Okay. So select, insert, update, delete. So these queries will come under the DML. Okay. So now we will see how to execute these queries. So how we can execute these queries means, so we can execute through the MySQL. So now I will go to the MySQL. So already I told how to download the MySQL. So now here I open the MySQL screen. So I open MySQL screen. So it is asking enter the password. So morning only I have given the password. I set the password admin. So now it will display. So welcome to MySQL monitor. So commands is going to end with semicolon or /g. So your MySQL connection ID. So don't bother about all this. So defaultly that everything will come. So from where we have to start writing queries means from this MySQL. So we have to start writing the queries. Okay. So what is the first query we have to write here means. So the first query we have to write is show databases. Show databases. So here whatever the query you are writing, so at the end we have to represent the semicolon. So now here it is showing error. So whenever you are typing, so carefully we have to type it. So show not database, show databases. So yes is required. So now if I give semicolon, so now it will display. So what are all the available databases in this system? So what are all the available databases in this system? So what are all the available databases in this system? Information schema, MySQL, performance, Sakila, SYS and World. So these are all the available databases in this system. So now we no need to require this database. So we can create our own database. Okay. So how to create our own database means, so we have to use the create command. So we have to use the create command. So create database. So create database. So I am giving my database name is office. So what is my database name? So office is my database name. So at the end definitely we have to go with the semicolon. So now what it is displaying? So query OK. So one row affected. So query OK and one row affected. So means our database is created. So again if we give show databases means, see, so before that there is a no office database. So now it is showing office database. So whatever the database we given, so the database is created. So for that what is the query we have to use? Create query. Okay. So now I created a database. So what is the database I created? Office is the database I created. So what is the next step we have to do means, so use office. So use office means what? So I am selecting the database. So what is the database I selected here? So office database. So now it is showing database changed. So from now whatever the information I am going to store, so all that information it is going to store in which database? Office database. Okay. So for that what is the command we have to use? Use office. So now it will show database is changed. So now what is the next step I have to do here means, I have to create the table. So why I have to create the table? So in database all our information is going to store in tabular formats. Okay. So now I want to create the table here. Okay. So now I will show you how to create the table. So now I will show you how to create the table. So all the database our information is going to store in tabular format. Okay. So how to create the table means, so create table. So next table name. So I am giving my table name is employee. So whenever we are using the braces, so we have to use shift 9 and shift 0. So these braces we have to use. Okay. So we have to use shift 9 and 0 braces. Okay. So don't use greater than and less than symbols. So use shift 9 for open, shift 0 for close braces. So inside these braces, so now I am mentioning the columns. So what is the first column I am giving means employee ID. So employee ID is my first column. Okay. So in Java we are representing the data types. So in the same way, so SQL is also having the data types. So what is the data type I am using means integer data type. Okay. So employee ID I am giving as an integer, comma. So next employee name. So in Java, the name should be represented in a string, but in SQL, so we have to represent in varchar. So definitely for varchar also, so we have to give the size. So what is the maximum size of the varchar means 255 characters, but here I have given my size is 20, comma. Next one employee department. So employee department also I am taking varchar. Okay, so semicolon. So now it is showing query okay. So 0 rows affected. Okay. So now my table is successfully created. So how to know whether our table is successfully created or not means, so we have to give show tables. So tables in Office. So what is the Office? Office is a database. So in Office database, so what is the table I created? So employee is the table I created. Okay. So now I have to insert the data into the employee table. So how to insert the data means, so insert into. So what is the table name? Employee. So what I have to insert? Values. I have to insert the values. So now I am giving employee ID 101, comma. So whenever you are representing the varchar, so we have to represent in single quotes. So employee name Sai. So department, I am giving the department ECE, and we can give the comma and we can pass the multiple data. So now I am giving 102. Ravi I am giving, comma, I am giving CSC. So again I am giving comma, so 103, comma, I am giving some other name Ram. So I am giving the department ECE, comma. So again I am entering 104, Sham, comma, I am giving CSC, comma, again I am giving 105, comma, I am giving John, I am giving 3. So finally I am giving semicolon. So now it is showing query OK. So how many records is affected here? 5 rows. So 5 rows are affected. Why? I entered the 5 rows to the table. Okay. So this is the use of the insert query. So what is the use of the insert query? So we can insert the data into the table. Okay. So now how to check whether this data is inserted or not means, so we have to use the select query. So select, I am using star from employee. So select star from employee. So 3 columns. So what are all the columns? So employee ID, so employee name, employee department are the columns. So these are all the rows. So how many rows I inserted? So 5 rows I inserted to the table. So what is the use of the star means? So the total data from the table it will display once if I use the star. So if I am not using the star, what will happen? So select. So I can select employee ID from employee. So it will display only employee ID. So it will display only employee ID. So if I give select, so employee ID, comma, so employee name from employee. So now it will display both employee ID and employee name. If I want to print all the data at a time, so we can use the star. So star means all the data it will execute. Okay. So now I want to print who are all the employees are from EACE department. So now I am giving, so select star from employee. So where EMP department equals to ECE. So now the two employees are from ECE department. Okay, so it will display the two employees are from ECE department, or I can fetch like this also. Select star from employee where, so EMP ID equals to 101. So now it will display only the employee ID. So this is called the fetching the data. Okay. So now what are all the queries we see? So first we see in the create query. So first we see in the which query? So create query. So what is the use of the create? So we can create the databases and we can create the tables. Okay. So next, what is the use of the insert query? So we can insert the data to the table. So we can insert the data to the table. So next, what is the query? Next query we seen. So select query. So what is the use of the select query? So we can retrieve the data from the table by using the select query. Okay. So now we will see the alter query. So what is the use of the alter query means? So now how many columns in the table? So 3 columns in the table. Okay. So now what are all the columns in the table? So 3 columns in the table. So if I want to add the 4th column to the table, so if I want to add the 4th column to the table, so we can use the alter query. So which query we can use? Alter query. So if you use the alter query, and we can add the 4th column. So how we can add? So I am giving alter. Okay. So alter, what is the table name? So alter table employee. So I am giving add. So alter table employee add. So alter table employee add. So what I want to add, for example, I want to add the city. So city data type I have to mention. So now I mention the city data type. So now if I run, so query is successfully executed. Now I am giving, so select star from employee. So now the city is added here. So if I am not giving any data, so defaultly it will store as a null value. So if I am not giving any data, so defaultly it will store as a null value. Okay. So now for that null values, so we will provide some data using next query. So next query. So now we alter the table. So what is, we alter the table city, newly one column is added. So if you are not representing any data, so it is going to display the null values. Okay. So now that city we can update. So how we can update? So by using the update query. So how to use the update query means, so update. So what is the table name? So employee. So update employee. So set city equals to, so Chennai. Okay. So anyway we can set. So now I am giving, so where ID equals to 101. So now wherever the ID equals to 101, so it is going to set city as a Chennai. Okay. So now it is showing the error. So what is the error it is showing? So unknown column ID. So what is my ID? Employee ID. So if you did any mistake, So again you have to type it. So there is a no shortcuts here. Set, so city equals to Chennai. So where, so EMPID equals to 101. So now wherever the employee ID is there, so it will go and change city as a Chennai. So again we can use select star from Chennai. Sorry, not select star from Chennai. So let's select star from employee. So now it is updated your city as a Chennai. So this is the update query. So not only this one we can update, so anything we can update it. So now I am giving update. So employee. So update employee. So what I want to update now, employee name I want to update. So employee name equals to Sonu. Okay. So where, so employee name equals to Shyam. So there is a no particular Shyam is there. I think some SHAYAM. So wait, so update employee. Okay, so set employee name equals to Sonu. So where employee name equals to see, now it is going to update. So again if we give select star from employee. So now it is updated here. So this is called the update query. So in two ways we can update. So any column newly added, so we can update, or existing also we can update it. Okay. So next one is delete. Okay. So whenever you are working with delete, so little bit carefully we have to work. So what that little bit careful means, so why we are using the delete query means, so now how many rows in the table? So 5 rows in the table. So how many rows in the table? So 5 rows in the table. So in this 5 rows, if I want to delete one particular row from the table, so if I want to delete one particular row from the table, so we have to go for the delete query. So delete from employee, so where, so EMPID equals to, so 104. So now it will delete only that 4th row. So again if you give select star from employee, so it will delete only one particular row from the table. So delete means what? So it will delete only one particular row from the table. So this is called the delete query. Okay. So next one, truncate. So truncate means what? So in which case we can go for the truncate means, so now my table is having how many rows? 4 rows. So I want to remove all the 4 rows at a time. I want to remove all the 4 rows at a time. So we can go for the truncate query. So truncate table. So employee. So now if you give again select star from employee, so it will show empty set. So that table structure will be available. So but whatever the data in the table, so that data it is going to delete. So that is called the truncate query. So in which case we can go for the truncate? So now my table is having 50 rows. So all the 50 rows if I want to remove at a time, so we have to go for the truncate query. So that is the work with the truncate. Okay, so you cleared with the truncate, I hope. Okay, so next one, drop query. So what is the use of the drop means, so in case if I don't want to use this table, so I want to remove the total table, so we can use the drop. So drop table employee. So now the total table it is going to drop. So if you give again select star from employee, so the total table it is going to remove. So this is about the total our database concept. So what are all the queries we used here? So create, alter, truncate, drop, select, insert, update and delete. So create means, so for creating the databases and tables. Alter means if you want to add any other columns to the table, so we can go for the alter. So truncate means what? If I want to remove the records from the table, so we can go for the truncate. So drop means what? So if I want to remove the table, so we can go for the drop. Okay, so next select. So select means what? So to retrieve the data from the table, I want to show the data from the table, so we have to go for the select. So next insert. So insert means what? So adding the data to the table. Update means, so any updations, modifications we can do. So delete means what? So for particular data, so delete, truncate, drop, see the differences. So delete means one particular row from the table. So truncate means all the rows at a time we can delete. So drop means, so the total table it is going to remove. So that is the difference between the delete, truncate and drop. Okay, so I hope you cleared with this data.